Sports, where on earth were you? Hearts at home to Hibernian, and a match which turned out to have just about everything. How many changes for Hearts this time then? Well, just the 7. Craig Gordon back and Julian Brellier starting 2 of the more important ones, but Robbie Neilson not even on the bench. Kevin Thompson injured for Hibs, but Scott Brown came back in, and Dean Shields, a name we were to hear plenty of during the match. Your commentators, Ian Crocker with Craig Burley.
Here is Brown, just went behind Michael Stewart. Brellier almost caught out then. Brown, Stewart. Shields, and it drops for Benjaloun, who should have given Hibs the lead after 35 seconds.
Well, I have to say, from the angle we were at, it was a great strike. They work it well, Hibs. Stewart clips it in. He's not been picked up, he's got time and space, and the Scotland goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance here. Oh, it's a foot wide. And John Collins, he thinks it's in so early in the game.
That would have been a spectacular start. Benjaloun firing wide. With just over half a minute on the clock.
You have to say, it was slack defending at the back from Hearts, and I spoke about them and the teams before the game. I didn't think it was a particularly strong back 4, and it was on that right-hand side where Barras is playing right back. But there was time and space for Benjaloun. And what a chance from so early on.
Well, he's smiling a bit, but will Hibs rue that? They might do straight away, because it's come across to Hartley! Paul Hartley, with less than 2 minutes on the clock. He always scores against his former club, Hibs, and he hasn't hung around here. He's got them in his sights again.
Well, give us a smile. What about that? What a start. I mean, they should have been 1-0 down. 20 seconds or so later. I think it's Bednar that sticks it in, and that's what Hartley's at his best. Flicked on. Bednar, I think, is going for goal there, and that's where your midfielder should be. Getting into the box, and he's not going to miss from there.
Whittaker. Bearer, Nicolounis. Advantage played, because Hearts still have the ball. Mike McCurry trying to keep it going. McCann ran into Stewart then and caught Stewart. And now it's a free kick for Hibs, and that's agitated the Hearts players and fans.
It's Neil McCann, he goes over the top of the ball on Michael Stewart.
Stewart seeking out Chris Killen, he's in! But Craig Gordon is in his way.
It's a terrific ball in, he just uses his strength.
Craig Gordon returning to the side today after being left out at Dundee United. Nicolounis, and Bednar's onside. Can he score a second for Hearts? No, Markowski stopped that, and McCann's follow-up.
It's a great ball from Nicolounis to Bednar. Markowski's made his decision, he's out, and I think Bednar's got to do a little bit better there. It's not an easy chance. McCann follows it up, but you've got to give the goalkeeper credit. He was out and he blocked it, but it was a great chance for Bednar, and he knows it.
Barassa. Stewart, and Chris Killen is onside. Killen for an equaliser. Incredibly, he misses.
Well, it should have been 1-0. It's a smashing ball from Stewart, it really is. He's in between the defenders, he does everything right. He uses his strength to hold off Wallace. Gordon goes to ground. He knows what he wants to do. He's stretching for it, it's an open goal. And John Collins, for the second time this afternoon, cannot believe it.
Nicolounis, free kick. in a promising position for Hearts.
Well, Hibs have certainly been a bit more positive in the second half, but they've given away a free kick here in a dangerous area.
It is Hartley, and Malkowski's lost it, and Hearts go 2 up. Jankowskis making the most of another dreadful error from Malkowski yet again in an Edinburgh derby. It is 2-0.
We're giving them credit at half-time, the lads in the studio, for his save in the first half. But that's a dreadful mistake. It really is, because it's a poor free kick. It's bread and butter. How's he let that go? What a gift to Hearts. Oh, Malkowski, for me, he's a liability in goal for Hibs. He makes far too many mistakes. He was having a good afternoon, but that's a dreadful start to the second half, and it's a dreadful mistake.
Whittaker might just get onto this ahead of Wallace, and Whittaker bursting towards goal, but Bearer blocked it. And Lee Wallace sliding in on Whittaker. It's a corner.
Well, it's positive from Hibs. The one thing they have got at the moment, they've got time to get back into this game.
They need one back. Shields takes it, and Killen has got one back. Chris Killen claiming it, and John Collins' side have scored in a cracking Edinburgh derby.
It's an absolutely terrific header, it really is. It's a good ball in, there's plenty of bodies in there. Nobody picks Killen up, and it's a powerful header. Straight into the corner. Craig Gordon, no chance. Hibs back in this game.
Whittaker popping it back, and Dean Shields, penalty given. Barassa made the challenge, and Hibs have a spot kick.
It's a terrific ball back in. Shields gets a run on him. Barassa doesn't know he's there, realises it late, and he bundles him over. He gets on the blind side. That's a penalty kick for me. Absolutely no doubt about it. You can complain all you like, son.
60 minutes played, cometh the hour. Will it be 2-2? It's Dean Shields, it's in, it's incredible. Oh, and there's afters as Shields goes in on Craig Gordon, and it's all kicking off now. It is all kicking off big time.
Dean Shields slots it away, gets him back in the game. Well, Craig Gordon does make a move to get in his way, but I think Shields can get out of the way of it. He's no need to get involved. He shoves Gordon over. I think Gordon overreacts, there's no doubt for me. There's no punch thrown.
Oh, Mike McCurry.
I think he's off, I have to say.
I think he is. Oh, it's a red card, yes. And Dean Shields, having just equalised in the penalty spot, and he wants to have a go at Craig Gordon here now. They've got to get him off. He's just made it 2-2 and then was sent off for barging into Gordon. On by Bednar. And Mikalunas! Saulius Mikalunas makes his mark. Hearts 3, Hibs 2 in an epic Edinburgh derby.
They don't deal with it, Hibs, as the ball comes in. It's not a great ball in, and they don't clear it. They allow it to run across them to the edge of the box. Mikalunas can win off the right-hand side on his weaker left foot, and Malkowski's getting no chance. That is a top-class finish in a game like this. After losing 2 goals, to take the lead again. And what a finish from Mikalunas. What a blow for Hibs.
Brown. Oh, Brown nearly had to kick it. Brilliant then, but he's come away with the ball, Brown. And here's Chris Killen and Whittaker. Oh, it's come off both posts. Doesn't that just sum up the day? It seemed to hit both posts. Astonishing.
It's the right back here getting forward. They're down to 10 men. We know they want to get back in the game. It's a great run. It hits both posts. The Scotland goalkeeper is beating all hands down. How is that not going in the back of the net? What great play from the right back. Unbelievable. It's end-to-end stuff. Oh, my goodness.
My goodness indeed. Jim Duffy and Billy Dodds watching that back with us on the full SPL. And Jim, you just didn't have time to draw breath, did you, all through that game?
No, I absolutely loved the game, Jim. It's one of the best domestic football matches I've seen in a long time. People might criticise about the technical side of the game, but it was a breathtaking spectacle, and anyone that paid the money there got their money's worth. I thought it was fantastic.
And even right there at the end, Hibs could have got a draw, Billy, couldn't they?
Especially down to 10 men as well, just bombing forward. End-to-end stuff, Edinburgh Derby, just the way it went, goals, incidents. No, it was just a great game, and I think everybody's talking about it.
And I'll tell you something else, Jim. Hearts are now right back in the mix for second place.
Yeah, they are, and if you know, they can just add that consistency, you know, that's been missing, then they've still got quality in that side. But the important thing for me was getting Hartley back into the centre midfield, playing alongside Brellier. He's ideal support player, and that gives him that drive from midfield. He was immense. There was a lot of top-class players. Hibernian had some, Hearts had some, but that's what made it a fascinating encounter. But I think if they can just settle the team, you know, rotation down a little bit, Jim, although they made 7, they got away with it because they won. But I think that's maybe just too much to ask for most games. But, you know, Hearts, you're right, they're right back in it again.
Well, where to start looking back at this game? I suppose we should start with that early chance for Benjaloun, Billy.
Yeah, breaks to him obviously in the box, good build-up, good, decent ball in the box, flicked on, a lot of room, just breaks to him. It's a bit like Dan Dodds for Rangers tonight. He just tries to blast it and maybe instead of having a bit of composure about it, and he just kind of hooks it past the right-hand post. But good start, great chance for Hibs, just drops to him, they see it there. It's off the inside of his right foot.
Do you think he could let run past him, Billy, hit his left foot?
Left foot. It's the best angle to, if he lets it go on his left foot. Mind you, the defender was getting across quite quickly, so that maybe made him rush his shot a bit.
Yeah, it could all have been so different had that goal gone in, but it was Hearts who took the lead. And just a suggestion, Jim, of offside.
I think he was just offside there, Owen Bednar, but John Collins said in his pre-match interview that he thought that Hearts would play balls up to the front and play off it, and that's exactly what happens there. Jankowskis wins the first header off Rob Jones. Shelton Marsden's on the wrong side for me. You look, he's on the wrong side, he should be on the left-hand side, and he stops that ball. It's a great ball from Bednar, and Paul Hartley, he gambles time and time again, particularly against Hibs. He loves scoring goals against them. And the right guy, at the right time, at the right place once again.
And as Jim just said, we've seen him make that run so often, haven't we?
Yeah, they know all about him, but as Jim said, Brelly sitting there just protecting him, so it gives Paul Hartley the licence to bomb forward all day. Hibs knew about it, and inside 2 minutes they couldn't stop him.
Chris Killen had a chance to equalise for Hibs, but again, Jim couldn't take it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a ball. I mean, for all the football they played, sometimes you can just flick it over the top. I think it's, again, it's Michael Stewart, just a nice side footer over the top. Chris Killen's in. Lee Wallace trying to get back to him. I think he gets caught in 2 minds eventually. I think he's either maybe thinking about doing a side footer over the top of Craig Gordon, or do I blast it? He ends up doing nothing and gets it all wrong and drags it wide. I mean, here his body's in front of Lee Wallace, who might have been tempted to bring him down. That would have been a straight red. But now he needs a little bit of composure, and he just let it drift off the side of his foot and wide.
Didn't get the greatest of bounces, to be fair to him, did he?
Yeah.
Or are you telling me you would have scored?
I don't know. He definitely does everything right to start with, takes a good touch with the chest, gets it out, and I think then he's just got to concentrate and hitting the target. Craig Gordon's made himself big. I think he rushes it again, and he takes it too early. If he lets it go and just maybe strikes it on goal, I think he'll score.
Zibi Malkowski, the Hibernian goalkeeper, has, we have to say, been a bit of a liability for Hibs this season, and Jim, it happened again.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an absolutely dreadful mistake. I mean, the wall doesn't do him any favours. The wall splits, allows it to get through, but the goalkeeper, really, you know, there's absolutely no excuses when he gets there. He should just be holding this comfortably, and at very worst, push it round this, away from the goal. But, I mean, the first time he gets 2 gloves there, if you watch this, Jim, he gets 2 gloves, bounces down, and then he actually just comes off his finger and parries it back to Jankowskis, who again gambles and touches it in from 2 yards, but I'm afraid we can't make any excuses here for the goalkeeper. He'll be watching that. He knows he should do better. He knows he should hold it, and he knows he allows Hearts to get into a 2-0 lead, and it looked a long way back from Hibs for there, but they did get back into it.
And this is what John Collins, the Hibs manager, thought of that.
Goalkeepers have got to catch its bread and butter to goalkeepers. Told them after the game it's not good enough. Put us in an awkward position, 2-0, but in fairness it kicked us on. Boys got the bit between their teeth. Second goal went in, they could have cracked, could have crumbled, players could have hidden, could have accepted the defeat 2-0, but they rolled their sleeves up and kept playing proper football, got back in the game, thoroughly deserved it.
We have to say it wasn't the only error Zibi Malkowski made during that match yesterday. His performance was littered with them, Billy.
Yeah, he had a couple of good saves as well. It's just a bit consistency. You see him kicking the ball there. I think he's nervous. I think he feels the pressure. I think it's time for him to come out the team and give himself a break. There you go, that's nervous. The one with the wall, you know, I'm not protecting him, but if they don't split, he doesn't have to make the save. But there's so many, there twice he's kicked it off the player. He is, and it's just all about nerves, and he's not comfortable in that Hibs goal. Yeah,
but I think is, you know, when you've got a goalkeeper, he's made so many errors in derby matches, Jim. You know, then the Hearts fans quite rightly barracking him. I think that you know, you could see, as Billy said, you know, he was getting edgier and edgier, and the players, you know, as well lose confidence in your goalkeeper. Normally when a goalkeeper makes an elementary error, the first people reacting was normally his defenders, because they know it could be them, and he could save them at any given time. But everyone almost turned away, looked at the floor and left him on his own a little bit. So I think John Collins has got a big decision to make, not, you know, maybe for next week, but as soon as the January window opens, I think you know, I think that the number 1 jersey might be heading somewhere else.
We shall see. Hibs did get back into the game though, Billy, through Chris Killen. It came from a corner.
Yeah, and the attacks are well, I've got to say, defending the two centre, well, the left back Lee Wallace and Zalewski there just dropped the two of them, Rob Jones and Killen, but they want to get to the ball better, and it's a great header. Nobody on the post, I see that as well, but you know what a good header that is to get them back in the game, and it certainly did, because obviously they went on and got equalisers soon after.
Well, they did, and it came from the penalty spot. First of all, was it a penalty?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if it was a penalty. I have to say, John Collins changed it in the second half. He went from 4-4-2 to a diamond in midfield, you know, with Michael Stewart playing and, you know, Boozlin and Brown coming in, and Shields advanced. And this is where Shields advanced, plays on a diagonal. He does take him out of the play. So I suppose from the referee's point of view, it was a penalty. But then, you know, there's absolute riot in the goal. Dean Shields scores, he runs in, he goes to celebrate, and then he just smashes into Craig Gordon. I know John Collins said it wasn't a punch, and it wasn't a punch, but I think, you know, he goes towards the goalkeeper, and I think he could avoid him. He certainly could stop. So I think the referee has to give a red card there. I have to say, John said today, I think in the newspapers, oh, there's anyone that thinks that's a red card's wrong. Well, I'm afraid, John, I'm one of them. I think it was a red card.
Billy, before I hear from John.
I don't know what the young boys think about. Oh, elation, he scored the goal, got the equaliser. If you watch him right to the last second, he could have got past Craig Gordon. He's actually about a yard from him, and he ducks left right into him, smashes him in the chest. Don't like Craig Gordon's reaction. I thought he could have got up and he would have got sent off anyway, but I don't know what the young boys think about.
Well, let's hear exactly what John Collins thought of it all.
He shouldn't have run at him. He should have scored the goal and went back to the bat. When you score a goal like that, you try and get the ball. He's went to try and get the back of the net and try and pick the ball up. He's run at the goalkeeper, there's been a collision, booking it the most. Red card, in my opinion, my humble opinion, never in a million years.
It was a big talking point, wasn't it? Solius Mikalunas, well, he has his critics in amongst the Hearts support, but scored what turned out to be the winning goal.
Yeah, he's a frustrating player at times, but what a fantastic goal this is. You know, again, crossing the box, you see him, he's waiting in it, he waits his time, he doesn't go for power, he goes for accuracy, he guides it with his left foot. I mean, this is a top-class finish. I mean, he's just right on the 18-yard line, it's 17 yards out, really, and he just pings it right in the top corner, just curls it, see it with his left foot, and he captures it absolutely perfectly. That was an outstanding finish.
Might the Hearts fans finally fall in love with him, Billy?
That's the way to take the pressure off yourself. I mean, as Jim said, he's had his critics, but to bend one in the top corner in the last few moments of the game is, well, that's them. They'll love him forevermore now. But just one wee thing with Neil McCanny, I don't know where you noticed, the two centre-halves, he put them off. When he cuts it back, he's down on the ground. I think he flicks it with his head a little bit and puts it right in his pass. So that was a great finish for the boy.
Well spotted, Billy Dodds. I've seen seen this chance for Hibs about 20 times now. I still cannot believe, Jim, that it did not go in.
Yeah, well,
Hits both posts.
Yeah, well, Scott Brown again, who I thought was magnificent, as was Stephen Whittaker in the second half. But Whittaker breaking forward, hits both posts. I mean, the first one looks as if it's in. I mean, it only brushes the inside of the post. You think it's got to go over the line. How it doesn't, Jim, I mean, I think that, you know, we'll have to ask someone who deals with physics, because that to me defied the laws of physics here by not going in. And really, I've seen, as you say, Jim, we've seen it time and time again. You're almost expecting one time you watch it for it to be landing in the back of the net.
It didn't go in, we can assure you, and as we said earlier to Jim, Billy, Hearts now very much in the mix for second place again. We hope for their sake that they're over all the internal problems which had been surfacing.
Well, if they get a bit of continuity, stability, but you know what, it frustrates me the way Hearts, what they could have done again if they just kept the same team, kept things going along. The way they're playing just now, a great result there. If they kept that going earlier in the season, they'd have been probably right up there challenging already. They keep on letting themselves down for me.
Billy, they played, particularly in the first half, the high-tempo type of performance that they played last year. They closed Hibs down at every opportunity. Brayley, Hayden Hartley, particularly. Every time the ball got thrown out to David Murphy, Michelin sprinted it up. The other two midfield players pressed the game, and they pressed it for as long as they possibly could. To Hibernian's credit, they continued to play that way, and Hearts couldn't sustain that. But that's the way Hearts like to play. You ask any of the Hearts players, that's the way they want to play. I don't know whether they've been allowed. They've had different coaches at different times. But when they play that way, they're a formidable outfit, particularly at Tynecastle.
OK, guys, for the moment, thank you very much. To Celtic Park, then, for the visit of